Members, it's now time and we already have a quorum, so I declare that the meeting is called to order. First of all, I'd like to welcome Mr. Ng Lau Sing, Mr. Cheng Hua Feng, and Ms. Ann Chang joining this panel. Item 1 is the election of the chairman and deputy chairman for the panel. Before we do that, I would like to read out I should have read out the rules of procedures, but I'm sure members have already heard those rules already, so we will proceed straight to the election of the chairman first. Any nomination? Mr. Leung Kok Hong. Okay, Claudia Mo seconds the nomination. Okay. Paul Chair. Seconds the nomination, and I accept the nomination. I now defer to the deputy chairman to preside over the election of the chairman. Claudia Mo. Mr. Mok Nai Kwong. Any seconder? Mr. Sin Chung Kai. Any other nominations? If we have no other nominations, I now declare okay, I accept the nomination. Any further nominations? If not, we will now proceed to the election by secret ballot. The stewards will now distribute to all members present a ballot form and a chop. Yeah, I think that was already raised earlier. According to our rules of procedure, each candidate will be assigned a candidate number according to the order to which they were nominated. Please put a tick against the number of the nominated candidate. Candidate number 1 is Mr. Raymond Wong. Candidate number 2 is Mr. Mok Nai Kwong. Since voting is by way of ballot, a secret ballot, so please do not show your ballot form to other members, and also please fold up the ballot form. So members may now proceed to fill in your ballot form. Have all members already received their ballot forms? Are there any questions? Right. Have all members cast a vote? If you already fill in your ballot form, I now declare that the poll is now closed. Our steward will now collect the ballot forms from members. Please put the ballot form into the collection box. We've distributed 21 ballot forms.
係咪所有人已經投票？好啦，咁啊，請提名候選人嘅議員呢就監督點票工作。咁提名候選人嘅議員係毛孟靜議員同埋梁國雄議員。
我哋收翻21份都
係。我哋而家收翻21份嘅投選票。係，請大家請兩位監督點票嚇。咁而家呢就請秘書開始點票。係啦，秘書係會唱票嘅。係
1號2號1號
Number 1. Number 1. Number 2. Number 2. Number 1. 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 Number 2. Number 2. Number 2. Number 2. Blank vote, which is void. Number 2. Will the two members who made the nominations please return to the seats? The clerk will now verify the results of the vote. I now announce the results of the poll. Candidate number 1, Mr. Raymond Wong, has received 12 votes. Candidate number 2, Mr. Mok Lai Kwong, received 8 votes. There is 1 blank vote. A total of 21 votes have been cast and verified. I now declare that Mr. Raymond Wong is duly elected chairman of the IT panel for this session. and the ballot forms will be destroyed after the meeting. We will now proceed to elect the Deputy Chairman. Do we have any nominations? Mr. Christopher Chung, Elizabeth Kwok. Seconder, Mr. Ho Chung Yin. Ms. Kwok, I accept the nomination. Any other nominations? If there are no other nominations, I now declare that Ms. Kwok is duly elected Deputy Chairman of the IT panel for the new session. Next, we move on to item number 2. I think members will find tabled today the proposed dates for the meeting of this panel. I'd like to point out that the meeting for the 14th of October falls on the Chongyang holiday. So I'd like to consult with members. That is, if we're not going to hold a meeting then for the 14th of October, then we will scrap the regular meeting for October. But before the regular meeting for November, we will schedule a special meeting. What we intend to do is that in respect of the communication authorities ruling in respect of ATV and TVB, we're going to hold a meeting. Also regarding the arrangement for the assignments of 3G mobile services, we will definitely need to convene a meeting before the November meeting to discuss these two items, namely the ruling of the CA on the breaches by the two TV broadcasters and also the arrangements for the frequency spectrum upon the expiry of the existing frequency assignments of the 3G mobile services. The time will again be 4:30. Mr. Mok Lai Kwong. I'd like to bring up two items. The Secretary had said that a decision will be made by the end of the month. If we're going to have a special meeting in October, I'm worried that the Secretary may, before we have a chance to discuss the issue, make an announcement before we have a chance to discuss that. Could the Chairman liaise with the Secretary so that members could be given the opportunity to discuss this first? Because the consultancy report and the decision will be made at the same time, so we'll be simply, a rubber stamp. Well, next week we will hold a working meeting with the Secretary, to get myself and the Deputy Secretary, and we'll certainly bring this up with him, and perhaps we will ask him to come and meet with this panel before they announce the decision. Ms. Claudia Mo, the administration has, in respect of the competition complaint against the TVB, I think it's too late for us to wait until November or December. I think we should, so if possible, could we discuss that within this month? We will try to expedite that as well. The Chairman of the Communication Authority, Mr. Ho, I think we've talked to him, but he will need to attend, he need to go to court at the time. So if he doesn't come, there's nobody, nobody will be, explaining that to us. We're already in mid-October. Furthermore, for the Chongyang holiday, I think we'd like to make up for that. Other than the special meeting I mentioned earlier on, we are considering whether or not we can also have a slot in late December for another meeting. For example, Mr. Mok Lai Kwong's proposed item, and also the issue relating to TVB. We can certainly discuss that, towards the end of this month. We'll try our best to schedule a time. We have to accommodate Mr. Ho, the Chairman of the Communication Authority. Do members have any other questions?
All right. If there are no other questions, then that will be the arrangement for our November regular meeting. We have got 2 items on the list of outstanding items earmarked for discussion. First, Capital Works Reserve Fund Head 710 computerization subhead block allocation, new administrative computer systems. First one on the list. And B, development of the new broadcasting house in Zhangguan O. Number 2 on the list. That's the new broadcasting house, or RTHK. We have always followed up on this. And then, special meeting in November. We plan to meet with the chairman of CA, Communications Authority, hoping that he can report to us the investigation report of breaches of the BO by ATV and TVB, and also spectrum allocation of 3G services. And Ms. Claudia Mo would like this to be done as soon as possible. Let's see if we can do it by the end of October. However, we have to ensure that the chairman of BA is available, because I can share with you my experience with the Broadcasting Authority. This chairman of the CA is the chairman of the former BA. I believe he can be regarded as most qualified and competent chairman of the BA or CA. He is always willing to come, but we have to arrange a date with us, because if he's not present, nobody can answer the question on his behalf, because the judgment of complaints against ATV and TVB, even Greg So won't be able to answer your questions. So for the remaining items on the list, I'll meet with the secretary as soon as possible to work out the timetable. If members have any other proposals, any other ideas, you can write to the secretariat or call me at any time. And you're also free to raise these items as appropriate at regular meetings. AOB, no AOB items. Chairman, I'd like to include e-learning. Let's see if we should have a joint panel meeting with the education panel. Yes, I'll discuss with the administration, or we can add it to our list. If there are no AOB items, meeting adjourned. Thank you.